You see what I'm saying? Beyond wickedness. The very things that was beyond moralism, wickedness, would be in fact called wicked, dark, black. And meanwhile, it would also be a code that dark and black would actually be the dark people or the black people's magic.
That's the mystery.
That's the mystery.
That's the mystery.
One, black magic it is only because it's the black man's magic. Other dark races' magic or science. We want to preface this because when I first started pondering these disciplines, and I even asked one of the white boys, why is all this stuff named magic? He said, you have to, first of all, define or what you think magic is.
Right.
What you think magic is, mostly is what you've been taught magic was all your life.
By somebody else.
Well, not only that, your concept of magic is different than what magic would mean in the ancient world. Magic in the modern world is tricks. So you know of David Copperfield, Doug Hennings. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
David Blaine, Siegfried and Roy, and all kinds of illusionists. And that's not magic of the ancient world. Magic of the ancient world is a spiritual, scientific aspect of manipulating the laws of the universe and the elemental spirits around you. See what I'm saying? It is the highest form of science. From the physical to the metaphysical. You see what I'm saying? Not tricks. So you've been taught, number one, that magic has something to do with tricks, illusions. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And it has nothing to do with science. You see what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a point?
Yeah.
So, at this point, once you discovered that this was the direction that you needed to go, I mean, what then made you say, okay, well, let me go out here and do it? And were you actually doubtful about how this type of thing would be received because it wasn't, starting to get dark? I don't think you imagined that it would be.
Well, first of all, I never really looked at it as something that I needed to give to the people and was interested in what they was receiving. This was, first of all, imperative for my own personal will to know, my need to know, my desire to know. You see what I'm saying? And I never went about this thing as what type of discipline that I'm going to dabble into that's going to be the correct thing to teach the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It has nothing to do, or it had anything to do with some type of performance, some type of acceptance. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It was the need to know, and it was going along the path and not hindering myself on the path of enlightenment, and being honest enough to turn over all stones and not be content with the first thing that I felt that was comfortable enough to call it the ultimate knowledge. And one of the motivating factors was, if I woke up the next morning and I was still here and my condition was the same, I would always have work to do until I would receive the proper results or the proper understanding, you see what I'm saying, of what was needed to be done. Get it?
Yeah.
So the criteria was not anything outside of my own personal search. And to the public, I would have to just report my research and my findings. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
One thing about it that I was sure from the beginning, that I didn't come to speak to the complete audience. Only those, you see what I'm saying, who was looking for answers also.
The elite.
Right. A circle within a circle within a circle.
Left of the left.
Yes. You see. So, number one, some of it is just basic warfare. If your enemy tells you not to go into something and to be careful of something
You probably should go into it.
and to stay away from something, not only should you probably go into it, you should run to it. He is your enemy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I get you.
Then, now, doing the historical aspect and just being in America from an ancient perspective and a modern perspective, you would have to be an idiot not to know who the damn idiot the enemy was. Make no bones about it. The enemy in the modern world, and every human on this planet should know who the enemy is. And that's white folks. Even if you are white, you should know that you shouldn't be comfortable with your own race. Well, other people do diabolical things too, but no, let's make it be, let's let this be perfectly clear. The people that run this earth are not the Arabs, not the Asians, definitely not the Africans. It is Europeans. You understand what I'm saying? That is a fact.
Right.
And anybody else that think otherwise is in a grave illusion. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's in an illusion. You know. And the more and more the enemy insists that you turn away from something, the more and more you need to look into that. And then the magic really starts, the mystery really starts. Because not only are you going to find out that this man is the enemy, you're going to find out that he is the little enemy. He is not the ultimate conspirator. He is only a pawn in the game of some forces